I just realized I don't even got my hat on. We're not even ready prepared. Ah, now we're ready. Now we're ready, y'all. We got the hat going. We get the stream rocking. And I'm also going to get the lights going. You can also see I got some fun lights we're going to dig into later. You know what? Let's bring that down a little bit. Bring that down. There we go. And I got to say, wait for it. Wait for it. Yep. Cheers, y'all. Happy Friday, everybody. It is Friday before Thanksgiving. And I got to say, Thanksgiving's gotten here really, really quick. I'm excited. Curious to hear from you guys. What's your thoughts on Thanksgiving? I'm excited. Pumped? You feeling anxious? You're not ready for it? All that good stuff. Let me know in the chat. Drop some comments. Again, I'm going to be hitting you guys with 2 streams tonight. I got this one. And I got some client fun I'm going to get into. We got another stream going on around like 8 p.m., 8:15 p.m. Eastern time. Cool thing Amazon just released. I'm going to share this with you guys for everyone that's on Amazon watching this. They have a new feature where if you want to be reminded of particular live streams that any streamer is putting out, you can actually have a reminder. So for the stream I have scheduled tonight, we have some streams scheduled tomorrow as well, both on this channel and the LOF channel. You can actually set reminders to be reminded that we're going to be streaming at those times, which I think is really cool. And for everyone watching on all the other social media platforms, feel free to jump on over here on Amazon. Make sure you're please giving a follow. Also, just hit the chat. I'm always curious to see who's watching this live on the other platforms. With that being said, we're going to get on into the products. And I realized the first one I highlighted here, I actually have in the kitchen. So I'm going to go grab it because I have some new thermometers and some new fun that we are going to get into. I'm also going to turn the lights on here. So we'll also dig into the Govee lights or some of the light bars that I have set up. And you guys will be able to see right off the bat. Check out the impact. Ah, look at that lighting, y'all. So I'm going to be right back. We're going to get into the Inkbird laser temperature thermometer gun. And also might hear my daughter freaking out. Ooh. Hi, Tessa. Tessa, you want to come hang out? Come on. Tessa's going to come join us, y'all. Come on, Tessa. Here we go. We got Tessa rolling in for the stream today. So I got our infrared thermometer gun. We're going to dig into this. I'm also going to drop some messages because obviously we got to get our duck race going on this stream, just like every stream. So that's like a really big one. I would recommend for you guys on Amazon to set reminders for these streams because every single stream I do a duck race. And part of the duck race is a free either Amazon gift card you get for the winner, or you get complete access to our 28-day nutrition course, which is over $1,000 in value altogether. So you can pick, obviously, whichever one you want. And then if you do win a duck race at the end of every month, you can set a reminder for our championship duck race series. So that if you ever want a duck race, you'll be able to enter it and win a bigger gift card, which I think is pretty cool. So with that being said, even the thermometer gun by Inkbird has a discount. I tried to include some deals for you guys. Also, I added some more promo codes that I got released from some of the companies, some of them by Movie Bear, some of the other products in the fitness and lifestyle space. Now, the cool thing about any gun is, ready, we're going to have this tap, bink. You're going to see the information, check the temperature. Now, this is going to give you an external temperature. So if you're trying to see if your chicken or food, whatever is done, you're not going to get an internal temperature. I do have some thermometers for that, for the meal prep and the nutrition side, which can be really helpful. But this is going to display both either on Celsius or Fahrenheit. You can just kind of modulate or pick between that right here with the button. You have different modes as well. And then just really simple. Literally, I'll just shoot it onto... You can probably see it right there. You can see the red dot. That's where it's aiming. It'll pick up the temperature. And you can see right now it's about 65 degrees on my wall right here. So that's just a fun display of this. Tessa, do you want to come display how we use this? Show them how it's done. Even my 1.5-year-old can use this bad boy. Tessa, show them how it's done, girl. And if she can do it, you guys can do it, right? Look, she wants to change it. She wants to use Celsius, though. She's a fan, apparently, of the metric system. And even she thinks it's cool. So that's just a fun fact. Now, with that being said, we're going to get through another thermometer. This one's specifically for the grill, getting the internal temperature. I'm going to dig it out. I have it right back here behind me. But I also want to share some more messages in the chat, specifically around our duck race and what we have going on as far as the prizes, all that fun stuff. And, so I started the stream at, let's call it 4:45. So we'll do 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, duck race will start. Who wants in? And then I'll actually, again, if you guys are watching on Facebook, on YouTube, Twitch, any one of the other platforms, LinkedIn, Twitter, all that good stuff. Melissa, thanks for the follow, by the way. I appreciate it. Let me actually just say it. Thanks for the follow, Melissa. Feel free to jump on over to the Amazon channel so you can not only just check out all the awesome products I'm talking about, see a little bit more about the details, but also get in on the duck race. So let's pull out the actual grill thermometer here. I have it right here behind everything. And cool thing about this is it not only has one probe, it has 4 probes. Now, I have a Traeger grill, which actually has the probes kind of built into it, but depending on what grill you have, and even if you don't have a grill, this specifically says it's meant for the grill, but you can really use this for like your stove top. You can use it for your oven, and you have 4 different probes that it comes with. Now, I'm not going to show you all 4 probes because they're all the same, but it does have 4 slots for you to plug up to 4 probes in. So if you have 4 different items that you're cooking, you want to check the temperatures, maybe burgers, maybe you got hot dogs, maybe for Thanksgiving, it's actually a perfect time. You got turkey, you got chicken going, maybe you got some lamb going. I know one of my clients mentioned they're going to have some leg of lamb going for their Thanksgiving. So that sounds delicious. Let me bust this bad boy out. Now, the one thing that they were very clear when I was going through the manual and the instructions for this bad boy, and you got a switch right here on the back. You just turn it on, bam. There you go. Very simply, it's going to light up, let you know it's ready to go, make that noise, beep, it's on, and now it's going to get your reading. Now, right now, 20 degrees Celsius because it's not actually in the meat. And you can actually change that setting. Now, you have a charger right here on the front part where you can plug it in and charge it as well, so you don't have to worry about the battery dying on. You can keep it always plugged in if you want. And the probe right here. Now, one thing I'll also highlight is the probe itself is waterproof, heat resistant, all that fun stuff, but the wiring itself is not waterproof. So you don't want to leave this outside. You don't want the wiring itself to get wet. Probe, on the other hand, that one's cool. Then the other piece they highlighted in the manual especially is make sure you have this fully plugged in. Because, if I don't have it plugged in right now, you can see right here underneath, plug it in for you guys. It can be kind of tempting to just do it right there, but see, there's still a little bit exposed. You want to have that little click happen. That's how you know you're good to go. And then simply turn it off, easy peasy. So the thing I liked about this, and the thing you guys might hear me talk about this quite a bit, in general, for almost any of the products that I talk about, I always like to see, does the product come ready to go out of the box? Meaning, do I have to charge it ahead of time? Does it come charged? And the cool thing I liked about this is it came charged and ready to go. I didn't have to charge it ahead of time. So shout out to Inkbird. I appreciate that for your products, so that I don't have to worry about getting it, then I got to charge it, I can't even use it. You could literally order this for your Thanksgiving, and it'll come out of the box ready to go, which to me is a win. Having said that, we're going to keep it rolling right along into another food thermometer. This is going to be one that's great for internal temperature. Let me grab this bad boy. And this one doesn't specifically say it's meant for the grill. You could use it. What, Tessa? You don't say. You could use this one specifically for the grill, but let me pull it up right here and here. This is actually going to be the next one we have for our either pool or hot tub temperature. However, I just realized this one I actually have in the kitchen. My wife is using it right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to send myself a B-roll I shot of this. She did a great job of actually shooting a video on this the other day while she was doing it for meal prep and saved the footage for me. So I'm going to send this to myself. So we'll come back and I'll be able to share this with you guys so you can actually see it. What do you think, Tessa? Does that sound good? Does that sound fair? And in the meantime, while you guys are watching, while I'm getting this pulled up, if you want to get in on the duck race in about 35 minutes. Again, it's going to be 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, PM. You can just comment duck below. It's absolutely free. And if you win, you get a $1 Amazon gift card, or you get access to our nutrition course, absolutely free, your pick. And then anyone that wins, you also can enter into our championship duck race at the end of the month. And this month, we're going to be doing a $15 Amazon gift card for the winner. So just a fun little fact there. And with that being said, let me pull up this. Now I'm going to email this to myself. I might have to actually upload it to my drive. Let's see. What do you guys think? It's less than a minute. I don't think the file's going to be... What? Tessa's just having a grand old time, y'all. Comment your questions for Tessa. Tessa's usually the star of the show, I'll be honest. So if you guys got questions for Tessa, feel free to drop them in the chat. Everyone always loves Tessa. And obviously Lena when she's here as well. She always tends to be the star of the show. So with that being said, I'm actually going to pull up my Gmail. We'll play this as B-roll. And in the meantime, I'll keep it moving right along. I'm going to talk about the actual pool and hot tub thermometer that I have here as well, that no one's using right now because, A, we don't have a pool. Well, we do have a pool, actually. That's not true. We have like a little inflatable pool, but I mean, you could check the temperature for it. I'm not worried about it because we're not using it right now. And Melissa, I got you in for the duck race. So when we have that in about a half hour, I got you. You'll be good to go. The key is you got to be here for the duck race, but I got you in. You got it. All right, so with that being said, while this is sending and uploading, let me see if I get that file over here. It might take a minute. We'll dig into, again, the pool thermometer. So the cool thing about this is it's Bluetooth based. So you drop this bad boy into the pool itself or your hot tub, for example, or technically, you know what I'm honestly going to use it for just because I'm curious is I'm going to put it in our bath when we give the girls a bath just to see what the temperature gets to. Because we usually know how it feels, but I'm curious to see what the actual temperature is. And then you actually have your Bluetooth-based kind of hub here where it's going to display the temperature. And it also has humidity. That's interesting. I didn't even realize that. I'm looking at it now, 51% humidity in the room. So even though it's not in the water, it can read what the humidity is. And I'm just going to cycle so it's not. And then on the back, you actually have the ability to cycle between Celsius and Fahrenheit. So this is saying it's about 67 degrees in the room right now. And then it also will have separately the water temperature right here. It'll actually distinguish between if it's actually in the water or just the temperature of the room, and that's how it's sensing humidity. So this is kind of cool. You don't technically need a pool for this to work. You could use it and just set it up in the room and then just have your Bluetooth on the other side to pick up the temperature. But it's particularly meant to actually go in a pool, go into the tub, go into your hot tub, something like that. And Tessa already bailed on us, so she's like, I guess we're not entertaining enough. We're not cool enough. So with that being said, that's a little bit on that. I'm going to dig into the Flybird flat bench. I'm going to close the door here. And then once I actually get the video for the other thermometer, I'm going to go back to that and we'll play it so we can dig on into that as well. And if you guys, again, have questions, anything you want me to dig into, let me know. I'll drop some more messages here in the chat. And I'm always happy to elaborate where it is helpful for you guys, whether it's on the product I'm particularly talking about, anything related to fitness, anything related to a lifestyle around fitness, or any questions you might have, especially with the holidays right now. I want to offer up as many resources and insight and just entertain as much as possible. So if you guys even want to talk about, what kind of recipes you're looking forward to, what some of your favorite foods are around this time of year, I love hearing about it, y'all. I got to be honest. So anywho's, now that I've chatted your ear off a little bit about that, let's play the flat bench breakdown. And here we go. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about the Flybird flat bench. And as you can see, it's a nicely padded bench, super durable. That's been my favorite thing to use about this particular bench. And I'm going to show you a really cool feature with this bench from the adjustment standpoint and the legs here. So we're going to take a little closer look at the adjustable component here with folding it up, which I think is a really cool aspect to being able to store it. So you pull that pin out, you're going to turn this to loosen it, and then once it's loose, you're going to pull out that spring-loaded mechanism. And you can see here, I'm just loosening it up. Once you have it loose, you just pull on that, and then I have it stand up vertically, so you're going to see it just drop right down. And the cool thing about that, again, if you look at this, it folds up. So if you do want to hang it on the wall, you want to put it off to the side from a storage capability, it's just a cool aspect that I really like to it. But overall, just going back to the durability of this, and again, looking at the padding, it's a comfortable bench and it gets the job done. I highly recommend if you're looking to add a flat bench to your toolbox. Ooh, I got some good news for you guys, by the way. Fun fact, because I saw this was the next product, I actually found randomly, and by I found them, let me be honest with you guys, my wife randomly found the earbuds that go with her set Bluetooth earbuds. So I've always talked to you guys about essentially the case, but I said, hey, we lost them. They should have a tracking feature in them. Good news is my wife found them when she was cleaning the house for having family over the other day. So now I can actually show you guys and give you a little bit of a better cross comparison with the vertical based earbuds compared to the horizontal ones by Cespetter. I always butcher that name, so hopefully I'm not absolutely destroying it. But with that being said, I'm actually going to just upload. It looks like it's taking a minute for this email to come over. So I'm actually going to upload it to my Google Drive. I think that's actually going to be better. Loading. Oh, it's loading actually, so maybe we got it. We shall see. But I'm going to actually upload to the Google Drive as well and then just see if I can download it that way. Work around it from that comparison of it. And again, if you guys have questions on the bench or anything like that. Now, again, I'll be honest with you guys. I always recommend, there we go. We got it. I always recommend using the adjustable bench first and getting that as a priority comparatively to the flat bench. The flat bench is a great option to have, but again, it's limited with the amount of range of motion you can get from it, obviously, for obvious reasons. It's just a flat bench. But talked about the other thermometer that I wanted to share with you guys. So I finally got it downloaded. Let's see if I can just drag and drop right into here. Ah, look at that. So I'm going to highlight this and let's dig on into it, y'all. Let's make sure this isn't upside down. I think this is upside down.
Checking the temps on my burger. This is Celsius. And hold it and get the Fahrenheit and this cooking up real quick. So rechargeable, charging port right there, comes with the charger.
And let me just say this right off the bat, if you're wondering, yes, those burgers were banging, absolutely delicious. Again, shout out to my amazing wife. Even though I could throw it down in the kitchen, I feel like she's just got like some serious skills. It's going to take me a lifetime, I think, to catch up with it. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try and catch up to her cooking skills. And with that being said, this one also has a discount on it, 22% off right now. So can still get it in time for Thanksgiving. This one, again, comparatively to the grill one, it's just an easier, in my opinion, use to just simply probe, check, and pull it out. However, with the grill thermometer and with the 4 probes, it's easier to just almost like set it and forget it kind of a deal. Like you set it there, plug it into the meat, and then you just leave it. You can walk away. This one's a cool, just like plug, get a quick check, and then leave. But you can't just leave it in. I mean, I guess you hypothetically could, but it's not really meant to just be left in the meat or your turkey or whatever you're going to check. So with that being said, let's get on into the Cespetter Bluetooth headphones that I was kind of talking about before that I never really get a chance to highlight. And I think I'm going to get this Lyra. Thank you for the follow. Let me know if I butchered that or if I got that right or not. Thanks for the follow. Lyra. I want to say it's Lyra, right? Like, I'm probably butchering that. Don't mind me. But I appreciate it nonetheless. And if you want to get in on the duck race, we're going to be doing a duck race in 25 minutes. It's absolutely free to enter. You just got to comment duck. And then if you win, you get an Amazon gift card for free, or you can get access to our nutrition course. Choice is yours. Just a fun fact throwing that out there. Now let's dig into these earbuds. So these are vertically placed compared to the other set that I have that are horizontal. Now I was mentioning, let's just kind of cross compare these because I'm going to highlight them compared to the other Cespetter ones that I have. These are my personal headphones that I use. These are my wife's that she uses. Now, this one lays horizontally, this one lays vertically. Let's get a little bit closer comparison so you can see that. And whoop, lay it up that way. And you can see this one has the charging on the back. This one has it underneath. And these just lay horizontally. These lay vertically in the actual case itself. So now let's cross compare them side by side. Let's do a little side by side cross comparison. These are a little bit thicker. The pink set, the Cespeter ones that are the vertical compared to mine, the horizontal. These are a little bit thinner, but they have a little bit longer. So we go side by side. These are a little bit shorter, a little bit fatter. These are a little bit longer, a little bit narrower. Just little fun facts there. Now, if I put them, let's actually, now here's the downside. I have cauliflower in my right ear, so earbuds don't really fit in that ear. So let's do a left ear kind of side-by-side comparison where I'll put this in. See how it fits. Oh, what's up, Evans? Hey, hey. Thanks for dropping by. As always, saying hey. I appreciate it. Hey, hey, Evans. I got to be honest. I like the wider kind of factor to it, the way this fits comparatively. Now, let's put this in. Now, what I will say, the reason I like this longer component, to me, it feels like when I'm exercising with them, it's going to hang in there a little bit more when I'm bouncing and moving around. This one fits in my ear a little bit more snug, but I feel like if I started to jump around and move, actually, I don't know, I haven't worked out with these yet. These actually might even be a better fit. I gotta be honest with you guys. The way it fits in my ear, it's a little bit wider. I thought the longer feature to it, like the longer stem on it, would make it kind of be a little bit more stable. But I actually like I gotta be honest with you guys. I like the pink, the way they feel in my ear a little bit more, even for exercise, comparatively to the horizontal and vertical. Now, honestly, I've used my set for, I actually just used them for like 3 different calls today for different clients and interviews and meetings I had. They're great. The audio quality is great. The microphone itself is good. I never had a problem or issue with that. If anything, it might even be too loud and I have to like dial it down a little bit. But that's just a little bit of a insight to it. Now let's highlight the other set just so you guys can kind of see. I was doing a little bit of a cross comparison there, and pull up the other headphones. Wait for it. Do I not have the other? There we go. There we go. So these are, again, the horizontal ones by the same company, by Cespeter. To be honest with you, I love these. I use them every single day, but it's exciting to now have my wife set finally. I'm actually going to try and use these. I might like hoard them myself and not even like really not let her use them, but I might end up using them more than her. I think was honestly going to happen. But I just wanted to highlight that so you guys can see the cross comparison there. And again, the cool thing for both of these, the case themselves for both of them charges the actual earbuds in the case. You don't even have to have it plugged in. And this is a great example of it. You can see it has those 4 lines. That means it's fully charged and it's charging the earbud while it's in the case. So with that being said, we're going to get into these Govee LED lights. And what I normally like to do is I like to compare both sets they have. They have 2 different packages. The one they have highlighted right now doesn't come with the camera feature. And then normally the B-roll that I play for you guys talks about the video and camera feature to it, where it'll actually, you can have a setting where it'll sync up to your TV and actually change the light based on what the TV or your monitor is displaying. This set is slightly cheaper, doesn't come with that camera setting. So if it's important to you, you may want to get it. I added that in here. But I wanted to also just highlight the slightly cheaper price point, which does pretty much the same thing. Now, I'll highlight the more expensive price point. I'll play you the B-roll on that, and then I'll also go back to the cheaper price point and just kind of show you the difference in there. But pretty much the same thing as far as the function. There's just one aspect that's going to be slightly a little bit different. So let me just pull this up. And again, if you guys have questions on any of this, let me know. And again, we're doing the duck race in about 20 minutes. If you guys want in on the duck race, just comment duck below. Evans, I know you're in. But Lyra, even if you want to get in, let me know as well. Now again, for these Govee light bar setup, the cool thing is, again, it has a vertical holder. You could just slide this right in. Or it has an adhesive on the back. You can kind of rest it horizontally on the wall or just have it facing straight up. Now you might notice I have it just on the regular reading mode because I want the lighting feature for my actual content creation right now. But this has an app you can download. I can pull it up on my phone, and I'm actually going to show you guys in real time how you can adjust it. Because the cool thing is with this, it's not only like a set light that, you know, isn't kind of dynamic, but this actually has like audio settings where I just change the coloring, and now based on me talking,
See how it's changing the rhythm and the pattern? I could put it on vivid and change how it moves, put it on rhythm, put it on strike, put it on vibrate. And cool thing I use this for is like working out, honestly. So when I'm training, being able to put on a music or a playlist, having it connect to my phone, and then having the music to match that actually really helps me from like a visual standpoint to get kind of amped up. As well as the cool thing, this has a camera that comes with it. You can sync it up to your TV or your monitor or whatever kind of screen you want to use it, and then you can put it on video mode. So like right now I'll put it on video mode, and I have it set up on my monitor. My monitor has like a bluish purple background, so you can kind of see that's what it's displaying, and it's picking up on my audio. But if I had like an action scene going on, or I was playing video games, it even has a gaming mode, it has a split screen mode, so that it can pick up different inputs from like the right side of the screen, left side of the screen. This thing's, again, it's just got so much versatility, and I think it's so cool that I just highly recommend it from the fun and the function standpoint.
All right, y'all. So again, I'm gonna go back to the original set of LED light bars by Govee. This one is, again, a slightly cheaper price point, just doesn't come with the video camera, but all the other functions are the same. The light display, the integration into the app, all the smart tech features, even the voice command of it is all there. And Melissa, I got you in. So we got, Melissa's down for that duck race. Again, if anyone else wants to get in on the duck race, we've got about 15 more minutes. Just comment duck below. We'll get you guys in. And with that being said, we're going to get into another Govee light setup, the patio lights. And this one has 14% off right now. I was just looking at it to make sure I told you the right discount. But again, guys, I'm trying to share with you guys as much of the stuff I talk about that's relevant to what I normally will get into, lifestyle things, fitness things, nutrition, health, wellness, even maybe some tech and some fun things like miscellaneous useful tools that just have a net positive impact on your quality of life. And then also just trying to share as many deals with you guys as I possibly can. So with that being said, let's get into the Govee string lights. And this one will also show you a little bit of a screen recording of what the app itself looks like, which I think could be helpful. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Govee LED string lights. As you can see, I have them set up here with the lights on. We're going to dig into what it actually looks like on the app and how to get it set up. But before we dig into the app, I want to show you another really cool feature, which is actually the hooks that come built on each one of the light bulbs. You can easily hook it onto if you already have a frame or a setup like that. Super easy to pop on and pop off as well. So now let's look at getting it set up on the app. And for this, you go right into the store. You're going to look up Govee Home, and then you're going to be able to match it up to whichever product that you have. Now, the cool thing is, again, once you select the actual light bulb, you'll see if the right one pops up. Right there, you see I didn't. And then right there, now that I did, you'll see the brand and the name come up. Boom, it's going to connect. And then once you have it set up, you can even rename it if you want, set up all that fun stuff, and then have complete control from your app, which is my probably favorite feature to these light bulbs. And so many cool settings and details in between. All right, y'all. So hopefully that just insight into what the app can kind of look like is helpful. But other than that, we're going to keep it rolling right along and dig into the rest of the fun here. I'm just kind of checking to see if there's any questions on the chat. Again, I have the Amazon chat pulled up here on my screen, but I also have the chat on all the other platforms. We're on Twitch, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. So if you guys have questions, feel free to leave a question on the chat. I can't type into all of them, but when I can at least answer it in the audio side or on the video side of it, happy to dig into it. But with that being said, I'm going to double check to see if I have any other Govee. I just want to highlight, oh, hey, what's up, Dana? I'm going to highlight the other Govee lights that I have highlighted here. They're just a slightly more expensive option. They're about $10 more expensive right now. And they just have the added voice command feature. That's the difference in these. This one has the added voice command aspect to it, so I just wanted to highlight that. And Dana, I got you in for the duck race. So I want to highlight that really quick. Now we're going to dig into the OBS phone mount motion tracker. Are in, Dana. Bam, Dana, you are in. I don't know why that's weird spelling and capitalization there, but I got your name added to the list. And I actually have the phone mount right here. This one's clutch. Now, here's a cool thing I'm going to show you guys. I'm actually using another OBS Tiny or an OBS bot product right now, which is the one I'm streaming to you guys from. It has a built-in microphone. They have a motion tracking feature. Cool thing about this one, it has the tripod aspect. So again, we could just open it up, put it on whatever frame. This thing has a camera right here on the front. See that? That's not the camera that it uses to record, but that's the motion tracking camera. The reason that's important And from my understanding of it, is this way you don't have to download any software. So what I can do is I can just pop my phone in here, literally just turn this on. You're gonna see it load on for a second. This ring's gonna light up. Evans, I got you, you're in. You can see it's turning on right now. And now I can either have it just stay stationary and hold it, which so it acts like a normal tripod, but also the cool benefit, so now the green light's on, it's not gonna turn and move with me, it's gonna stay fixed. Now if I hit this button and have the blue link turn on, now as I move it, it's staying locked onto me as a target. So I can move around the room and it would follow me. Now the cool thing behind that is I don't need to have a software system to have this run. So I could literally just be streaming from my phone on Amazon. I use this on Twitch, or I'm sorry, on TikTok when I'm streaming on TikTok. Like tomorrow on the LOF account when I'm doing my Amazon stream, I'm gonna be going on TikTok as well for the workout, having one of my fighters, shout out to Deuce over, shout out to Isaac, another one of our fighters. He's gonna be over running them through a workout protocol. It's just a helpful tool. Now, the other thing I think is interesting with that is I can actually unscrew the tripod base here, and I can actually put this on a larger tripod. So anything that has that like 3/4 inch screw component, you can literally just screw this right on. I have another tripod that's it goes up to like 4.5 feet, I believe. So you can screw it onto that and you can get a different angle, which I think is cool. The other aspect here is you can turn it horizontally as well. It has a bunch of different aspects of just adjustability, which is just, I think, a cool feature. So I just wanted to highlight that for you guys, pop it out. Got you in, Evans. All right, so I got you in as well. Goryu Evans, I meant to say got you, Evans. So I'm gonna put your name in. We'll add you in here and we'll keep it rolling right along. And then I'll shuffle up the names too, because thanks, Dana, I believe you're the one that said you can have a shuffle feature to it, which I think is just really cool. So thank you for that heads up. Now we're gonna dig into the Flybird adjustable dumbbells. I've got them right here behind me. I actually, to be honest with you guys, I normally use this almost every workout. Lately, I've been using more of the Gonex gymnastic rings, which I've had on prior podcasts I've talked about, or prior streams I've talked about. I'm just using more body weight stuff and getting more back into like my jiu-jitsu routine and changing things up there a little bit. But these are a great option that are super versatile. And with that being said, let me pull up the B-roll to demonstrate a little bit more of that. Again, if you guys have questions, feel free to let me know in the chat. So in this video, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about the Flybird adjustable dumbbells. Let's dig on into them. So these are really cool because of, again, the adjustable style, and the handle right here I really love compared to some other adjustable dumbbells I've tried in the past. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of the dimension look. And the cool thing is, again, you're gonna see me right here, turn the handle, and that's how you select the weight you want. It slides right out, you drop it back in, you turn the handle, and you get the next one. It's a really cool feature compared to, again, some of the other styles that I've seen, and being able to go all the way from 11 pounds up to 55 pounds within seconds is an amazing, both cost-effective feature, in my opinion, as well as a space-effective feature where you don't need multiple sets. And again, I wanted to highlight that here just by going through how easily you can do your reps, superset it, drop the weight in, change it, and then go up or down in weight, which is, again, for me as a trainer, as a coach, as a fitness professional, an amazing option, especially from a home gym perspective. I also wanted to highlight for you guys the actual locking mechanism. These buttons I'm pointing at right now are what actually will release the weight, and these nodules here in the set are what's going to do it. So the only time you can change the weight is when it's actually in the mold. So this way you have a nice, safe grip. You don't have to worry about it when it's out of the mold. So I'm just typing in a question here for you guys. And Lyra, I got you in for the duck race. What's everybody doing for Thanksgiving? I'm curious to hear, like, what's your favorite meal or recipe you like to have that's usually kind of exclusive or more so enjoyed around Thanksgiving? Like whether it's maybe a pie or a certain type of side dish or your main dish, or maybe it's the only time of year you eat turkey. Like, what's some of the favorite things that you guys are looking forward to? I'm just nosy and kind of curious here. Talk to me about your favorite dish or recipe too. So I'm just typing in all these nosy questions. Having said that, let's dig on into, we're gonna go into another set of lights. We're gonna cover 3 different lights on this stream. I looked at the Govee outdoor string lights. Now we're gonna look at the Foxlux ones. And again, I've covered this before and I always like to highlight this. To me, each one of these outdoor lights has one feature that makes it a little bit more unique compared to the others, because they're all meant to be outside. They're all durable from that sense of it. So for the Foxlux ones, it's kind of obvious. They have the solar component. To me, that's a big feature that the other ones don't have. Ooh, cornbread stuffing. Okay, I see you, Melissa. I like it. That sounds delicious. I like it. like it. I also wonder who's working out on Thanksgiving. That's awesome. Who also likes to work out on Thanksgiving? So that's the one thing I always look forward to is getting in a nice, like, either heavy weight training workout or high intensity interval training or like a turkey trot or something like that. So I'm curious for you guys who's into that. And we also, fun fact, we got like less than 10 minutes before we get into the duck race. So if you guys want to still continue, have some time to get in on the duck race, we got a little bit less than 10 minutes. Feel free to let me know. Melissa, I got you in, Evans, Dana, and Lara, I got all you guys and ladies in. But going back to the Fox Lux lights, again, they're meant to be outside. They're durable. You don't have to worry about them being in the weather, but they have that solar component to it. Now, you don't have to worry if it's not a sunny day. You also can have them plugged in, and they will have an electrical component to it, so you don't have to say, oh, if I don't have the sun, I can't use them. No, you can still use them. They're fine to be outside. But yeah, I think it's just a cool feature I wanted to highlight. With that being said, we're going to get into the Flybird adjustable bench, considering I was talking about the flat bench. And this one also has a discount on it. It's got, let's see, 33% off. I didn't even realize it was that much off, so that's awesome. And then also, Melissa, you said your oldest daughter likes to work out on Thanksgiving. Nice. I see her getting after it. That's awesome. Kudos to her. How about you, though, Melissa? Are you into, like, working out on Thanksgiving or anything like that? Even going for a walk. Like, to me, any kind of active movement can be kind of put into that category. But with that being said, let's check into the adjustable bench. We got just over 5 minutes, and we're going to get into the duck race as well. So you guys still have a couple minutes. If you want to comment duck, you can get in on it. If you're watching on all the other platforms, you can just jump on over to Amazon. I put the link to this stream in the chat. So just go over to the Coach Mike storefront on Amazon here, and you'll see my live stream pop up. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Flybird adjustable bench. And I'm a huge fan of the brand Flybird first and foremost, but I love the adjustable bench. It's so versatile. And a big thing that I like here is check out this spot for your ankles where you can hook your feet. The cool thing I like about it as well is it folds down, as you could tell. Also, I'm going to show you guys on the flip side the pin and spring action. I'm going to pause for a quick second. I want you guys to see this has a spring component of it. So when you pull it out, it'll allow it to lock into place versus other benches. Sometimes we'll just have a little lock, a latch mechanism. Also, I want to show you guys the different positions to give you a little bit more idea of the versatility from the angles here, as well as talk about how that comes into play with your training. When you're able to change the angle, you can focus on different muscle groups and how they interact with one another. So the ability that Flybird provides to change these angles going into multiple different positions is awesome, as well as being able to work in a variety of different exercises as well. And the durability of it is clutch. That's a big one for me, and I highly recommend. Check them out. So yeah, Melissa, I'm a fan of walking myself. And I'm just nosy. Like, do you like walking earlier in the day, after dinner? Like, I find after I eat like a big meal, just being able to walk to help metabolize, it's a fun thing I like to do. That's just me, so I'm kind of nosy there. And yeah, Dane, I see you. Meow. So we'll keep it rolling. We're going to dig into the Durillo Smart, which I actually got it on because I finally charged it after dinner. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Same. But even like during the day, sometimes I'll go for a walk with the girls to break up the monotony of the day. But it's really helpful, and that's what's cool about walking. I'll throw a little bit of fun facts at you guys. Walking's an interesting one that people are like, oh, and I was talking to my wife about this. Like, there's a misconception that if we're not sweating or sore, we're not gaining benefit from the movement or the activity, which is completely not the case. Walking or just doing body weighted exercise, even just doing like 5 or 10 push-ups or holding a plank for a minute, doing some squats, like they all will have a benefit, from increased caloric burn to an impact on our aerobic system to even just adding some muscular endurance to even adding in some strength, depending on if the stimulus is enough. But it's just getting more movement is a positive thing. So that's awesome. One of the other cool things about it is walking helps impact and regulate cortisol levels. So cortisol is our stress hormone, and it gets a bad rap. Sometimes people think like, oh, cortisol is bad. Like, our body doesn't just have bad, it's not just good and bad. There's like roles that they play, and there's factors that comes in with it. However, cortisol can be chronically high. There can be a negative consequence. So walking can be a great way to help regulate and mitigate that. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Speaking of, one of the cool things around walking, this is why I like the Durillo smartwatch. Fun fact, this also has a nice discount. Let's see how much it got off right now. 27%. So bam, it's at like $50 right now if you're watching this live. So definitely recommend getting in on that. And what I like to do is I always like to show you guys my stats when I have the watch on. Cool thing about this lasts like usually 4 to 5 days before I have to charge it again. So just a fun fact, I throw that out there. Looks like I got about 10,800 steps so far, 6 miles, about 600 calories burned. So I also did a workout today. Now the other cool thing I like to look at is let's look at my sleep. I got just under 10 hours of sleep last night because my wife's amazing and let me sleep in today. I slept like 9:15 because me and her, we do like every other day. She wakes up with the girls, then the next day I wake up with the girls. So I like definitely crush sleep. And even on the days I'm waking up with the girl, I try to at least get 7 hours. So definitely has been like a mindful component for me. And then I like to look at my resting heart rate as well as also heart rate variability throughout the day. But that's why I like the smartwatch because this is the data we can get. Again, my resting heart rate's 40 beats per minute. So I can start to see, hey, if it starts to deviate from that more than like 10 or 20%, I might be overtrained. I might need to, work on my sleep a little bit more, maybe train a little bit less, maybe eat some more food. There's a lot of variables that play there. So that's just a cool thing I want to throw out there. With that being said, I think we got time for like one more product before we're going to get into the duck race. So if you guys want to get in on the duck race and you haven't already, comment duck. We still got like 2 more minutes. We're going to get into, I'm going to pull up the Geek Chef air fryer toaster. Oh, hey, RG. RG, you got perfect timing. You want to get on the duck race? It's about that time. Let's get it. So just to dig in here a little bit more and to highlight, I wanted to have 2 different B-rolls playing. Right up here is the chicken wings. Right over here are the dehydrated mangoes. What I actually did, because I wanted to show you guys, like, I think sometimes when we think about, like, you know, changing up your nutrition habits and whatnot, it's like, oh, I have to have everything from scratch. It has to be perfect. Like, I'll be honest with you, no. Sometimes I don't have the time to make fresh chicken wings, like, with my own sauce and whatnot. So I bought these from the store, straight up from the freezer. They already had the buffalo ranch sauce on. I threw them right into the air fryer toaster. Threw the settings on, be able to throw it on air fryer. I put it on 20 minutes, I believe, and 10 minutes about halfway through. I just flip them, got them nice and crispy, and they were amazing. So I wanted to share that with you guys specifically for this one. So you guys can understand, like, again, even as a health professional, this is what I do for a living. Ideally, it's great to have organic and fresh and make your own sauce and all that stuff, totally. But sometimes, based on time and bandwidth and what you have going on, this might be the best option. It's about making the best choice and the best option you have at that time. And being able to have the Geek Chef air fryer toaster can help leverage that a little bit more, have it a little bit more convenient. You don't have to worry about like preheating it and stuff like that, which to me was pretty awesome because that's one of my hesitations when it comes to using the oven, which I still use at times. It's just like I don't want to have to preheat it and wait. It adds more time onto it. So literally dial it to 20 minutes, throw them in, flip them halfway through, and you're good to go. And even that, you technically don't have to. I just like to. Now let's slide over to the mangoes here for a second. Looking at these, this is again another one. I'm a huge fan of dehydrated mangoes, but from a cost perspective and also from like a kind of portion sizing perspective, I can spend a lot of money and I can also eat way too much of them. So what I decided to do was, again, get the frozen ones and just throw them in. Now, what you'll notice in this one, they got a little crispy because I put them in for 3 hours straight. What I would recommend after doing it since then is being able to do them from a half hour at a time, let them sit for 10 minutes, flip them, do it for another half hour, and then let them rest for like 10 minutes and then see where they're at. And then maybe an hour and a half in usually is going to be good. I did it for 2 hours this last time, and it came out, again, great, not as crispy on the edges. These were frozen from chunks. What I also did is I got some fresh mangoes now, and I'm going to slice them up longer and thinner, and I'll shoot some B-roll for that as well if you guys want to see that and dig into some of the differences when you lay them down and what it can look like. But I wanted to share that with you guys because I'm a really big fan of leveraging the air fryer and toaster, not adding the calories from oils, and being able to have the versatility it can provide with so many different things. Bam, all right. I feel like you told me if I was saying this right already, and don't apologize for being late. You're in just the nick of time. I'm going to say Jenica, but it might be Jenica. I want to say it's Jenica though, right? I got you in. Got you. Perfect timing as well. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to get everything set up here. I'm going to drop in the names. I'm going to get my screen share on, and it is duck race time, y'all. All right, let's make sure I'm spelling it right. Bam. It's 1 N and 2 C's. I put 2 N's and 1 C. I'm just messing up names over here. Don't mind me. All right, so with that being said, let's get the screen share on. You guys are going to see probably a crazy screen and a mess. So let me just bring that down. I'll open this up. And then I'm not going to be able to see the screen beyond just this. So I'm going to just check on my phone. I'll check in the chat to see if anyone's here. Doesn't look like anyone else wants in. So we're going to get our duck race on. We're going to set it for 60 seconds. This race is going to be sponsored to us by the SunPal solar panel light. I'm going to highlight that because I'm going to get into that next. Again, we got a couple seconds here. If you guys want to get in on the duck race, comment now. We still got a couple seconds. We're going to set it. Now, here's the cool thing. Shuffle characters. Dana, shout out to you. Oh, Diane, I got you. Yeah, Diane. In on the race. Okay. Got you. You got perfect. That was close, Diane. You got in just in the nick of time. So we're going to go back. Let's add Diane. We get you in. Bam. All right. So I'm going to give it like a couple more seconds. We'll shuffle them up one more time just for funsies. All right. Oh, Susie, you got good timing. Susie, you are in. All right, so it keeps buying you guys a little bit more time. For anyone else that wants to get in, you can just comment. I'll get you in. And here's a cool feature, guys. I don't know if you heard about this. You can actually, why is it not? What just happened over here? Why is my keyboard not? Hold on. Let's go back. Something's up with my keyboard. All of a sudden now it just stopped working. Hold on. Susie just won 300 shot vac on Sun Joe. Oh, snap. Snap, congrats, Susie. Yeah, Jimmy. Jimmy, you want in too? Want in? Whoop. Also, fun fact. I'm going to tell you guys this. Fun fact. You can now set reminders for specific streams so you don't miss them. Amazon just dropped this feature. I think it's really cool. You can set reminders now to basically make sure you don't miss a stream from like a streamer you want to see, or a particular one. Like, let's say at the end of the month we do our duck like championship series. You can set a reminder so you don't actually miss that one, which I think is really cool. Why is it not? Hold on. I don't know why I just did that. I'm going to have to end up probably, I'm going to reload the page. See if something was going on there. Edit names. Boom. Okay. Going Jimmy, Susie. There we go. All right. Like the bell. Yeah, kind of. That's, from my understanding, something like that. But for specific streams. And hey, Rylan. Did I say that right? Rylan, you want in on the duck race? Want in on the race? All right, y'all. I'm gonna close it out here. Ryan, I'm just gonna add you in, whether you want in or not. We're just throwing you in for funsies. I got you. So we're gonna get this race going. We're gonna get it set because I got lots of fun stuff to get into. We're gonna shuffle up our characters. Let's get this bad boy going, y'all. What do you say? Ready? We're gonna do a little countdown. Go 3, 2, 1, race. All right, let's get it going. We're off to the races. So if you guys. All right, go, y'all. Go cheer on them ducks. I also heard if you type in turbo boost, it boosts it up. That's actually not true at all. I can make that up. But I'm just saying that. If you guys want. All right, here we go. We got 15 seconds. It's coming down to the home stretch. Who we got? So I think whoever was in like pulling it out is now going to come up. So it was like Lyra, or who is that? Is that Diane or Dana? Oh, who's going to pull it out? Lyra. Oh, congrats. All right. So here's the dealio. What we're going to do is, Boom. I'm going to just type in basically how to claim your gift card. All you got to do is just shoot me an email. I'll stop screen sharing here. We'll turn off the sound, turn off the display. So congratulations, by the way, Lara. And thank you, everybody, for participating. Again, remember, I typed this in the chat. If you guys want, you can just email me and take advantage. You can get 7-day access to our nutrition course or to our fitness vault. So if you guys want in on that, you can just email. And because you guys participated, I'll hook you guys up. And Lara, just send me an email from the email account you want me to send that gift card to. Or if you don't want the $1 Amazon gift card, you'd rather have full access to our nutrition course, just say that in the email. Just let me know which one you pick. And I'll hook you up with either one. And Rylan, I definitely play games. Like I like playing personally I play on Xbox, mostly Call of Duty. Honestly, I haven't played in like 3 to 6 months just because of life and craziness. But what about you? You like playing them games? And with that being said, we're going to get into the next product here because Duck Race ran on a little bit longer than I thought it would, but it was a lot of fun. What do you guys think? So, you might be able to notice right up here, I've got what this solar panel is going to look like set up outside. The cool thing I wanted to demonstrate, especially outside, is because obviously it's not sunny right now, and even if it was, like just set the sun coming outside, you guys won't be able to see that. So it's a 2-panel setup, and it's 80 watts. This one's going to be, from my notes of what I was able to see, it's going to be about 20 to 23% more efficient than other panels on the market, which is pretty awesome. And the cool thing you can see I'm using right here in this B-roll footage is it has these little Velcro kind of kickstands that just flop out. Then you can put it on its side so it's angled better for the sun and being in position. And then the last piece I always like to highlight with these specifically is this little compartment here on the back. I think it's super cool that you can just open it up. This is where you're going to have both USB plugins as well as a DC plug-in. And it's going to come with some cables, your adapters, pretty much anything you're going to need to set this up and have it function, as well as it's also going to have carabiners in here. If you ever just need the carabiners to kind of connect everything and keep it all organized, which I thought was really cool. So I wanted to share that with you guys and kind of give you a little bit of a preview, not only of what this looks like in the solar panels by SunPals, as well as the B-roll footage right here. So if you guys enjoyed, hopefully that's helpful, let me know. And I give this one a thumbs up from my experience so far and the functionality with it. All right, y'all. So, and Lara, no problem. Normally, what I'll always say is I want to send it to you live just to make sure you get it. But like I also get if you're at work, I just want to make sure that you get it. So just make sure you have the email saved so we don't have any issues there. And yeah, congratulations. I'll get you set up with your gift card. Congrats, and thanks everybody else once again. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep digging into the products. And again, like I was mentioning before in the chat, Amazon has this cool feature now. You can set a reminder. So like, for example, I'm going to be streaming at around 8:15 tonight Eastern time. If you want to get a reminder for it, you can go to that from my profile, set a reminder saying, hey, I want to be notified when Mike's streaming on this stream. And then you'll get a reminder on your phone or whatever device you're using. And then so whenever I have them scheduled, I'll be honest with you, I don't usually schedule them until a couple days out. But what I'll do is I'll set up the championship duck race series. And fun fact, when you win this duck race, or anytime you win a duck race, every month we do a championship duck race series. So all the winners of the past can enter in for that one for a $15 Amazon gift card. And every month I add $5 to it. So next month it'll be $20. Then eventually we'll keep going until it gets to like $100, and then we'll add in some cool other prizes. So with that being said, we'll get on into the Nemola kitchen set. I'll break that down, and we'll keep this bad boy rolling, y'all. And again, if you guys have questions, anything like that, feel free to let me know. Clearly, I love talking. I don't know if you guys can pick up on that. I got some more deals to come as well. And again, I'm going to be going over different products at 8:15 tonight, as well as I also have our second Amazon channel, the LOF channel. My wife also has a channel under Ask Ashley. You can go over here to our link tree, and we have all of the different Amazon accounts there. Feel free to follow us on that. I'm going to be streaming both on this account as well as the LOF account tomorrow. And every single time I stream, I do a duck race giveaway. So every time you check out a stream, you increase your chance of winning free Amazon gift card or one of our prizes. So with that being said, let's break it down, y'all.
So the thing I love about this set is there's two, the function and the visual, the colors. So I really enjoy the actual colorfulness to it for both, not only like the pieces that come for like the spatulas and the whisk and whatnot, but even for the cups. So you can have that. I just find it easy to see. And then my girls, I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, they find it a little bit more, I think, visually just appealing and attractive. So they'll like want to help me actually bake or cook or whatnot, which I absolutely love to get my kids engaged with stuff like that. And then from a function standpoint, again, they do a great job with just having to actually be a spatula, the tongs, the whisk, all that fun stuff. They last, can throw them in the dishwasher. I've had them for a bit now, and I'm really liking them from the setup perspective, and even coming in with the case or this like container for this set makes it easy and just kind of organized and all set together. So I've used these quite a few times, even on my live streams, and it's always gone really well with just even having the girls want to help with that. So I highly recommend it, especially if you have kids out there and you want to get them involved with the baking and the cooking and just kind of getting them to just take an interest in stuff like this, having things that are colorful. And then even when it comes to nutrition, as a nutrition kind of coach and specialist there, with being able to make it involved with your kids, they're going to want to eat those meals as well. So I highly recommend giving that a shot.
And Evans, thank you, by the way, for always joining, participating. And yeah, I tried to add in some more promo codes so you guys can get a little bit more of a discount on some of the products. I'm also going to have those pretty much now. Like, I've realized I haven't been adding in all of the promo codes that I have. So if you guys watch over the next couple, really from now on, I'm going to make sure I have as many of the promo codes that I have so you guys can get added discounts and bonuses. So just keep checking them out. Even if the products are the same, I might be having new promo codes that you might just get a discount on them if you're looking for it. So I'm also going to drop in the chat the LOF Amazon account. I'm going to drop this on the Amazon chat. If you guys aren't already, please follow the other Amazon account. And to your question, Evans, what is the other Amazon? I put the link. It's LOF, or Lifestyle of Fitness. And it's still me, but I also have other coaches, fighters, and athletes that are part of my network and my team join me on the stream, either in person, virtually, or they're going to be hosting the stream and talking about a variety of different products, still applying to a lifestyle of fitness, but putting their unique perspective on it and talking about a wider variety of products that I might talk about on this channel, because this one's a little bit more niche. Like, obviously, I'm not going to talk about like women's like workout apparel because I'm not a female. I can't really speak to it, but I have female coaches. I have my wife. I have other fighters and athletes that are females. They're going to come on the lifestyle of fitness one and talk about those kinds of things, or fighters or athletes or other things. So it's just a little bit more, I think, cool perspective. I thought it'd be fun. And like, this one is like way ahead of that channel because I started this one months ago, and this one, the lifestyle of fitness one's still new. So I'm working on getting that more followers and just growing the platform so I can get honestly more products to just be reviewed on it. So I appreciate you guys' support. Hopefully it's entertaining at the end of the day as well. So with that being said, let's get on into the Brislab lights. I don't have them set up in here anymore. You'll see in the video, I used to have them set up in here, but I'll just show them to you for a little bit of the breakdown.
So I absolutely love these lights, and I love them so much actually that I decided instead of putting them outside, I kept them inside with my squat rack here. And bam, I wanted to show you guys, so I plugged them in just so you can kind of see them. And I really enjoy them. The cool thing about these, you can plug them into other sets. You can go up to 28 sets, which I think goes upwards about 700 feet of lighting, which is really cool, especially if you have like a wedding or an event, or like we have a party for my daughter this upcoming weekend. So I'll be honest with you guys, I might actually take them outside and let my wife use them for the kind of gazebo setup that we have. But I actually kind of like them here in my indoor like squat rack setup. Add a little light to it, add a little kind of aesthetic feel to it. But these are actually perfectly fine to be outdoors. So you can use them and you don't have to worry about they're weatherproof. So if it's gonna rain, whatever's gonna happen, these are gonna be fine outside and they last. I've actually tested them outside, but I like them inside a little bit more. Just for me and for the garage setup, so that's why you're seeing them here. But that's my 2 cents on it, and I really enjoy them, and I highly recommend these bad boys.
I am, y'all. All right, we're going to keep it rolling right along. I'm going to dig through these products a little bit more. Evans, I appreciate it. RG, I really appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Like, I just kind of like take a second here. I know it's like Thanksgiving. This might be a little cheesy. I just want to say like how much I really appreciate you guys and the community we're creating here. That's like really like one of the important things to me, is creating a community where we support each other. So I'm going to reiterate this again. If you guys have like a project you're working on or something you can promote or plug, like drop it in the chat. I'm happy to support you guys with whatever that looks like, wherever I can. And hopefully I'm just adding value and entertainment and trying to just make it as enjoyable as possible for you guys. So I appreciate that support first and foremost. So thank you guys. It really means a lot. Don't make me get all sentimental here. With that being said, sorry, I'm just being silly. With that being said, we'll kind of keep it rolling right along. And we just recorded a podcast about Thanksgiving and gratitude that's going to come out next week, next Tuesday. So keep your eyes peeled on that. Check the link tree. We have a bunch of resources. Anything I can do to give back to you guys and like offer up value, I'm always happy to do it within obviously like, reason. Like I can't just be like dropping crazy amounts of money on these things, but like hopefully the goal is to get big enough and a big enough following here. Like once we can get to like 2,000 followers, I can apply for the next like tier here on Amazon. And if you guys want to hear more about how the whole Amazon thing works, I'm happy to share with you what I can so you guys can kind of understand it because I think it's very interesting. But anyways, with that being said, time is somewhat of the essence today because I have a lot of kind of meetings and a packed out schedule I got to get into after this. So let's keep it rolling right along. In this video, we're going to be looking at the Onluke 1912 gray men's hiking and running shoes. Now, right off the bat, you're going to see they don't have your traditional shoelaces. I actually really like this feature. It provides for really easy slip in, slip out, and then just tying them down so that you have the right fit. And I also like the tread that they provide at the bottom, the breathability that they have so you can get them kind of wet and not have to worry about it. They can take forever to dry. And you can see that tread right there. Great for support and just hiking, running, all that good stuff. And speaking of running, I figured I'd just kind of show you guys a little bit on what it can look like going for a little bit of a run and just kind of show you guys in the real world application of things. Again, I really like the fit and the grip as well. Sorry, I'm actually just grabbing the visors that I wanted to show you next because I do have a B-roll on this, but I realized I actually busted these out the other day to show one of my clients. Now the kids have been playing with it, so I figured I'd show it to you guys. And this is one that actually has a discount right now. Let's see. We got 20% off on this bad boy. And even if these are like, so you might be asking, like, what the hell is that for? You can tell by the name, it's meant for cycling and being able to do two things. A, have a like UV protection component from the sun when you're riding so it doesn't like mess up your eyes and whatnot, or even just like protect your face if you're gonna get burnt from that component of it. But also, honestly, what I think can be helpful for, especially for anyone that's cycled before and gone like downhill or picked up a lot of speed, like if you're going 20, 30 miles an hour, like getting a bug in your face is not ideal. So this can even be like a helpful, like just shield from getting different things in your face or like little debris or gravel or anything like that. And honestly, I think it just looks cool. Like my kids like just putting it on and just like playing games and messing around. So just like a fun fact I want to throw out there and highlight. But we're going to kind of keep it rolling right along. We're going to dig into the motorcycle cushion. This is one I actually gave to my father-in-law to test out on his Harley. So for any of my like motorcycle riders out there, like let me know in the chat if you guys have a bike, if you're riding, anything like that. I'm always curious to see like who's into this kind of stuff and what the audience looks like a little bit more, where you guys feel comfortable. But I've gotten positive feedback from him, and he's like a straight shooter, New Yorker, not going to BS. So just want to throw that out there.
All right, so I wanted to break down this motorcycle seat. So I actually don't have a motorcycle, but my father-in-law does. So I got this bad boy for him. And I wanted to at least just share my experience and my review with you. A, from trying it myself, from sitting on his bike, and then his thoughts. So, cool thing is, again, you can pump it up with air or fluid. Be able to kind of strap it on right here. And so far, I've gotten a thumbs up. He hasn't taken it like cross-country yet, just like local rides. But comfort, says it gets the job done. I actually felt it. I've even not only used it on his motorcycle, but I've used it on a chair before. I actually felt really good to just kind of have that change on how the kind of material just felt, and the hard to just give a little bit of support and softness. So I want to share that with you guys. That's my experience and from my father-in-law experience. I'll also update this as he gives me more insight and whatnot, but I just want to bring that to you guys with this bad boy. Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. Again, we're going to keep it rolling. We're going to dig into the AMJ sling bag. And this is another one that, even in this review, I talk about like using it in cornering fighters. And since then, I was able to actually use it in corner fighters, and it's been a clutch option for that, as well as just being on the go for my parents out there, and you don't want to have to worry about like hunting through your like pockets and things like that. This can be a centralized location for your phone, for your money clip, your keys, having it being able to be charged, or for content creators, having a kind of like external battery place to be held and charge your device. It's a clutch option for sure. Now, the thing I like about these neck fan, well, that wasn't the right one. I grabbed the wrong video. So the cool thing I like about this bag is A, how it fits and kind of the efficiency from the space perspective, but also the biggest takeaway to me is the ability to charge your smart device, whatever it is, like your phone, camera, whatever. You can plug in USB right here. However, what I will highlight with this bag, and I wanted to make sure that I stress, is it doesn't come with a battery pack or an external battery or power source. That's one you have to have separate. You have to purchase it separate, already have it, and then you can kind of drop it right in here, connect it to the cables it has set up, plug it in, and then you can actually charge your device right here through the USB that it comes with, have that power supply. So I think this is a great option, again, for my content creators out there, or for my fitness enthusiasts or fitness professionals. If you're gonna go hiking, let's say maybe you're at the gym, you don't wanna worry about your phone dying, if you have your like audio set up to it and whatnot, and you don't have it charged, you wanna keep it near you and on you, you can plug it in here. And the cool thing, again, it has like an anti-theft component to it where it has this little like just plug, so you can plug that in. It's harder to get to the zipper. You have to unpop it to actually open this compartment. Get in there. Has a little component in here also for either an umbrella or for like, I use it for my tripod, honestly. So for my content creators out there, this can be a clutch bag to leverage, especially for charging up your devices and being able to carry all the stuff that you may need, whether it's dropping an extra memory stick or memory card right here, being able to have cables, whatever have you. I'm even going to use it, honestly, as a coach and a cornerman. I'm going to use it for some cornering of my fighters, and I'm excited to test that out. But so far, it's been a quality product, and honestly, I just kind of like how it looks and feels as well. Bam, y'all. So we're going to keep it rolling right along. Again, any questions you guys have, or just requests if there's particular product. I'm actually really excited. I'm not going to say what it is, but I've got some cool new products coming in to review. And it's still within like my niche to a certain extent, but I'm excited because it's kind of broadening the horizons, some of my interests. I haven't even really shared with you yet. I'm really excited about that. And I'm also going to talk about it on the other channel as well. But if you guys do have any requests or brands that you want me to try and review, I'm always open to those requests and insight where relevant, where possible. So with that being said, let's keep it rolling right along because time is also a variable just for on this stream, and then later when I can kind of hang a little bit later. But let's dig on into the Luxco shower head. And the cool thing I'm just going to highlight, so I'm going to highlight two different ones here, is just the difference in how many modes it'll have, 3 versus 4, and then the color settings and variability there, and then the beads being either separated or mixed. So just something to just kind of look at. So the cool thing I like about the shower head and this particular kind and by Luxco is not only the beads that it has to be able to filter the water out, which is a great feature in and of itself, which is nice. And from a functional standpoint, that's great. The bigger piece to me that I'm more excited about is the lighting component to it. It has this LED light aspect that can help change the color of the water, not by actually using dyes or anything like that. It's just the actual reflection of the LED light here, changing the color of the water as it's coming out, which there's been some really interesting kind of research around the potential impact that can have on your nervous system and how your mind and your body responds and reacts. So whether you want to get into like a rest and digest mode or like a fight or flight, like high energy state, even playing with the lighting can help. And just using this as a self-care product to be able to take some time. You know, it has 3 different settings. It has its rainfall setting, it has the massage setting, it has the jet setting. So being able to use that, dialing in how you want, this to me is a great aspect and tool to leverage it for not just having it being a shower or a bath, but having it be some self-care time for you, and using it with intention can be really cool. And I just wanted to offer up that insight and my feedback on how it's worked. Super easy to set up and a really quality product as far as being able to use it from a functional standpoint. All right, y'all. So we're going to keep it rolling right along. You know what I realized? I didn't highlight the other. So we're going to get into the other Luxco shower head. This one has, is it 15% off. So I just want to highlight that really quick. Now we're going to keep it rolling right along. We're going to look at some Nemola products, some silicone-based products. These are more in the functional category. Still very much, I think, relevant to, like, again, an impact on quality of life, but a little bit different than some of the other stuff that we talked about. So I just want to highlight that really quick. Now let's get into the Nemola baking mat. And this is one that, again, like, I can't stress enough. Like, I actually use this for, like, we made these Kodiak protein ball cakes that my wife actually used to make, and these were helpful for that, putting it in the fridge. And then we also made some muffins and like my kids are just like getting so much more into baking now, and I credit it largely to like tools like this because the colors and the fun, even the like the Mola kitchen set that I talked about before, this has been a helpful component. So definitely expose your kids to like baking and meal prep and get involved in the food process as early as you can. So the reason I like the Nemola baking mats is not only, again, from a functional standpoint, being able to use them for different types of like recipes and whatnot. With my wife's making, I like to make them as fitness conscious and health conscious. You know what? I actually wanted to use this one so you can actually see the product. I realized in the other one it doesn't actually show you.
All right, so again, I've used this brand and some of their other products before, and I really like them just from a durability, reliability perspective. But these baking mats are pretty clutch because, again, they're made from silicone. Using them, like, again, me and my wife both, we enjoy baking for different reasons. Like, she just likes making delicious things because her family is a family of bakers. I enjoy it from a nutritional standpoint, so being able to make like protein muffins and cupcakes and no-bake cookies and stuff like that. So being able to have something like this to just set it on, be able to use it, leverage it, have it reusable, has been really clutch. And again, they just work at the end of the day. So this is one that's maybe less like from a fun perspective, just more of a function perspective. But for me, these are great from a function perspective. I give them 2 thumbs up. They've held the test of time for us and from our experience. So can't recommend these enough for the function of what you need to use them for.
Bam, y'all. All right, so I actually, while I was going through that, I just got a message from a new partnership we're working on. And I'm really excited because we're going to have some new fitness products being sent to us from a couple companies, and we're going to be reviewing them on the Lifestyle of Fitness page, more so than on this one. I'll still talk about it on this one at some point, but more so on the Lifestyle of Fitness one. So make sure you stay in tune with that. And with that being said, let's get on into the silicone leg chair covers. This is another one that to me falls in the like functional category, but still valuable nonetheless. And with that being said, let's pull these bad boys up.
The thing I like about these are like, this is a product that I think is less about like the fun aspect and more about the function to it. So these leg chair protectors I have in, like, I'm clearly in my home gym, right? And I have also like a studio and office set up in here. So I have chairs that sometimes I actually put on my mats where I'll do like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, grappling, wrestling and whatnot. So these are exclusively only going on my chairs when they go on the mat. So I can actually protect the mats from any of the outside like surfaces or materials. Now again, you don't have to use that, especially if you don't have like a home gym or things like that. You don't care about that. But these are also great for, like, I have kids. They like dragging the chairs around and whatnot, especially out here. I don't want them scuffing up the floors or even in the living room or the dining room or our kitchen. So being able to just throw these on super easy. Comes in a pack of 16. And being able to just protect the floors. Again, very much a function perspective, not tremendously fun to use them, right? Like, you don't really, these are kind of one of those products, if they're working well, you never really think about them. But from my experience, they've worked tremendously well. And the only reason I ever think about them is like when I want to either give a review or I'm mentioning them on the content that I'm creating. But I give these a thumbs up just again from the function perspective.
Bam, y'all. Let's keep it rolling right along. Again, if you guys have questions, I'll gladly stop, dig into those more, or demonstrate the process a little more if you want that. But otherwise, we're just going to kind of keep it rolling right along. And these I'm going to get into the aviators. These I have 2 different sets in each of the cars. I got the golden set now in my wife's car, and I got the silver set in my car. So I don't have them to actually show you. So I'm just going to play the B-roll here. But again, like, I love just the aviators, how they look, how they fit. And yeah, that's just my 2 cents, but let's dig on into just the B-roll here. And if, again, you guys got questions, you let me know. I'll dig into it.
So, I love these glasses. The aviator style, I think, are just like super versatile, so that's what I really enjoy about these. And the gold look, you know what, it's just a nice aesthetic perspective to it. What I will also say is every kind of glasses or sunglasses that I use, I always put them to the test. Here's the test. So can I lean forward and do they move test? Notice how they didn't even move or slide. Even with my hat on or off, they don't move. I've used these for workouts. I've ran in these. I've done push-ups in these. I've actually kept them on for an outdoor workout. They've stayed on my face. So that's like a really cool, from a functionality standpoint, I always like to highlight with these is, or with any glasses that I use, is do they stay in place? And obviously, since they are also polarized, being able to help add that extra protection from the UV, from the sun. So there's a functionality standpoint, and even from a functionality holding onto the face. And I think from a fashion perspective, my wife likes them. I like the aviator style. They go well, in my opinion, on my face. That's my 2 cents on it. Also, I give these a thumbs up and I highly recommend them.
Ooh, Alfonso, you got a good question. What do you think about Amazon warehouse workers not being able to go to the bathroom? First off, let me start with like, I have no insight to that. So like you saying that is new to me. However, I could see with like Amazon being so focused on like productivity and efficiency, that might be there may be some variable like, hey, like you can only have X amount of time to go to the bathroom or something like that, but I don't really know. I've also heard like they have different types of way of tracking efficiency with like how you're moving and steps and whatnot. If that's really the case, I think that sucks. Obviously, right? Like there's no even like arguments about that. That sucks. But I'm curious like how true that is, or what because here's the thing, right? Like there's one story, there's their story, your story, and then there's like the reality in between. But maybe like, hey, Alfonso, are you an Amazon worker? Maybe you like actually know from real world experience. I'd love to hear that. But like, I think that's a great question. Thanks for asking it, first and foremost. What I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight one more of the Sixus glasses. These are the cat eye Polaroids ones. They're all polarized, but these are the cat eye style. Now, I feel like you might hear cat eye and you might just assume like, oh, that's for chicks. I did when I first saw it, but I actually will wear them, and I think I can rock them pretty well, to be honest. So I just wanted to throw that out there and highlight that. So that's my 2 cents. What do you think? So yeah, what do you think, Alfonso? I think obviously that sucks if that's really the case, if they can't go to the bathroom, and whatnot. But I'm wondering like there's got to be more information than that, right? Like why can't they go to the bathroom? How is that even possible? Like who can hold their bladder for 8 hours? That can't be a thing. Maybe it is though. Actually, I don't really know. You know, who the hell knows? Anyways, with that being said, we're gonna get into the OBS bot webcam. It's actually what I'm using to stream to you guys from right now. Not only is there a discount on it, but there's actually a special deal. There's only a certain amount that can be claimed on it. It's got 15% off, so I highly recommend taking advantage of the additional discount and claiming it while you still can. It's about, what, 43% of the way claimed right now, so you still got like a window of time, but take advantage of it. And yeah, I'm going to actually play a little bit more of a B-roll demonstrating and breaking down the kind of demonstrations of the OBS webcam and the cool functions and like motion tracking feature of it. My cousin had to urinate and just piss himself at one of their warehouses. He was very cold and got a mild skin irritation. Dude, what? So here's my question. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Did they say why? Like, why can't he go to the bathroom? Like, what's stopping him? You know what I mean? Like, obviously, maybe they threaten fire you, but like, what's the justification behind that? Because that can't be like, if you look at it in the broad spectrum of things, wouldn't it be more beneficial to take care of your employees so they don't get sick or they don't have to take days off and they have a bigger return? So like, I'd be curious to hear more about why that is. But that's crazy, man. So the tiny OBS webcam is actually what I'm using right now to bring this to you guys. So got my webcam set up. The cool thing again about this is the motion tracking feature, as well as the quality of the video. Beyond just that, having the audio component, so I have a microphone with it right now, so it has an omnidirectional microphone input, as well as being able to get 1080p HD quality recording. And the other thing is like, I can put my hands up. Notice it's going to turn on the auto tracking feature. So I just wanted to show this to you guys. You can get up, you can move, you can have a track around, which I thought was a really cool feature. As well as I wanted to show you, while I'm breaking this down, the ability to control it from my computer and just use the kind of joystick gimbal control to position it how I want, play with settings, lock it onto me, unlock it. There's so many cool features. And again, the quality of the content that I get to put out just gets leveled up, especially as a fitness coach, someone that creates a lot of content, being able to leverage this for showcasing exercises and working with clients virtually. I love this piece of equipment. And I'm actually like being able to tag it with the free software systems that you can have out there is really cool. So I'm a big fan of this family. I can't recommend it enough. Give it a thumbs up. So yeah, y'all, we're going to keep it rolling right along. Get into the last little bit here. We're going to look at some Alioth products. We're going to look at the Nightlight first. And again, if you guys have questions, happy to dig into it. And Cayenne, my pleasure. Hopefully that was helpful. I'm not sure what that was helpful with or perfect thank you, but glad to hear it's helpful to any capacity. Glad to help, you know what I mean? So with that being said, let's dig on into the next brand. Like I said, Alioth and some of the products that we have here. If you have any questions, you want me to dig into more, let me know.
So again, you guys can kind of see I've got mine on right now. Cool thing I like about these is it has really like adjustable cord or material on it, so you can kind of wind it up, throw it in your bag, really efficient with space. Unwind it, throw it on. This is one that I actually use when I was at the gym. Like when I go into the gym on Wednesday nights to work with my fighters and work with the advanced team. Shout out to Rogue Combat Club here in Asheville. Woo woo. Being able to have this, because like we don't crank the AC in there. It's very typical like fighter mentality gym, wrestler based gym where you're gonna sweat even in the summertime. It's gonna be like 78, 80 degrees. So, you know, being able to have this, I don't always use it, but I've tested it quite a few times. Cool thing about this is it has the charging port right here. So it's easy to access. You have a low, medium, high, and off switch from this perspective. Also, it's again, like you can adjust it. You can kind of play with the direction. How do you want it positioned? How do you want it faced? It's not the quietest, I will say that, but it's not like super loud. Like I wouldn't honestly keep it on. That's why I don't have it on right now, because of the also I didn't charge it. I'll be honest with you guys. Like that's the other thing. You guys, anyone that knows me, like you guys have seen me, you know, necessarily not always have my products like fully charged all the time. That's why I like having products like this where you can plug it in, you can charge it overnight, and then you can use it, and it has a good battery life. And sometimes I take that for granted and don't always charge it right away. But again, it's been really functional. Like I've been sweating on this bad boy. I brought it to the gym. It's done a good job of circulating the air. Again, going back to that contention of like noise, it's not the quietest, but it's not like super loud. I wouldn't like have this on recording a podcast, honestly, or like even during the streams, I wouldn't keep this on too loud. Unless I have like my noise reduction or noise cancellation microphone on. And even then I probably wouldn't test it too much. But very much if like you're looking for something that's wearable, portable, like you can wear this in the car. Even like I was thinking, like we've played with this even with our girls while we're driving, putting it on in the back seat of our car in our Subaru, because like the air circulation back there isn't the best. So being able to have some fans and whatnot to circulate the air, this one's been pretty clutch even for that.
Alfonso, dude, that's this is crazy, man. I'm like lost. Like, is she attracted to like something related to like urinals or peeing or the power to be able to pee? Interesting. I also appreciate you sharing and just chatting it up in general. With that being said, we're going to dig on to the desk fan. I'm going to throw a couple messages here in the chat and kind of go back and forth with you, read down on this, Alfonso, because I have all the questions related to this.
So again, to me, this is definitely a kind of like a a functional category product. And the cool thing about this is, again, it's collapsible, so you can fold it up. You can adjust it. You can play with the height. You can play with the position. Meant to go on your desk, circulate some air. You've got your low setting, your medium, and your high setting, and then you power it off. And I have a little like desk setup right here, so I can angle it, position it. You can even flip it over the other way. Why you want to do that, I don't know, but you have the option to. Cool thing about this is it has these little kind of grippers on the bottom, or this little like kind of rubberier material, so it helps grab on a desk, on whatever material, so it's not going to slide as easily, especially with the fan on. If you have it on high, like I probably will, because as you guys can tell, like I tend to sweat, crush the workout, cooling down. I still wanted to get the stream in for you guys and get this going. Also, if you hang on at the end of the stream, we got some fun for you guys, so just an incentive there, just a heads up. With that being said, if you guys have any questions, let me know. But very much cool product. And the cool thing is, again, it's wireless in the sense of you don't need to keep it plugged in. You obviously can charge it. It comes with a little area you could charge it and plug it in right here. But you can just charge it overnight or whatever you're doing and then leave it on your desk, have it working, or you can keep it plugged in the whole time. But I think that's just a cool, versatile option and aspect to it, to be able to say, hey, you know what, I don't want to have extra wires. I don't know about you, but I try and have as little wires as possible. Like if you looked at my desk right now, you could probably see why. I already got enough wires going down here. But definitely give it a thumbs up. Very much a functional and usable product. And I just like the brand Allianz. I have a few products from them. They're all really good quality. So that's it, y'all. And also, just as always, like check the reviews. You know, you can get different ideas of expectations, functions, all that good stuff.
All right, y'all. So we're going to get into the last two products here. And thanks for the follow, by the way. Hold on one second. Thanks for the follow. Bam. I appreciate it, guys. Seriously, like, it means a lot. And if you even like know anyone that would benefit or enjoy these streams, feel free to share it with them as well. But I just appreciate the follow, the support. Also, I'll drop a message in here about this, but we have another Amazon channel. I'm going to copy that message. I'll drop in here. If you guys want to give that one a follow as well, because not only do I go on that one, but I also have my coaches, my fighters, athletes, as well as other health professionals in my company's network go on the Lifestyle of Fitness account, so you can follow that one as well. And just talk about different perspectives. Because again, there's only so much stuff I'm going to talk about from my unique perspective as a like male fitness and health and wellness coach, as well as a retired professional athlete, the things that I'm into. Like, I'm obviously not going to talk about like female fitness apparel or things like that, but my wife can. She comes on that account, or our other coaches can, because they have that perspective. So it's an interesting way. If you guys enjoy this, you'll probably enjoy that one as well. Anyways, we'll get into the Alioth Nightlight. So the one that I wanted to show with you guys is, cool thing about this is it doesn't have to be plugged in. It does have a charging component on the back where you can plug it in. And the thing I use this for the most right now is actually next to my bed. So at the end of the night, I actually end up, or like in the morning, I bring it in here so I can show it to you guys on the streams. It's got this little tap on the back so you can actually go from low, medium, and high light. I keep it on low. And what I'll do is I keep a notepad and a pen next to my bed. And I keep my phone now actually in the office. So like my home garage, where like this is my office space, my workout space, all that fun stuff. So that I'm not tempted to go on my phone and get distracted in the middle of the night when I'm trying to go to sleep. So this has been clutch for that. Also, we used to use it in my daughter's room when we'd have to go there in the middle of the night to like, if she was crying or anything like that. This way it wouldn't wake her up that much more, and we could still kind of see and navigate and not have to turn our phones on. So this is a clutch one for a variety of options I just wanted to share with you guys. Also, Alfonso, I don't know why your messages are getting flagged. I'm not sure if it's like the word you're using, or maybe Amazon's like, yo, dude, chill out. But I appreciate you sharing that. That's kind of crazy. Interesting nonetheless. But anywho, with that being said, we're going to get into the last product here, and then I'm going to sign off. And I'll be back around 8:15 tonight. And then I have 2 more streams I'm going to hit you guys with on this channel. And then I got another one I'm going to hit you guys with on the LOF channel tomorrow. So if you guys want to see that, feel free to let me know. I'll dig into it. And if you want to see even more streams from me, let me know. I might even do like a bonus one. We'll see. We'll see what's going on with that. But we're going to talk about the whiskey glass set. And this one, honestly, I don't drink a lot of alcohol. I'm not a huge whiskey or just alcohol drinker in general. So what I end up using this for, more so for like seltzer or just to hydrate, and just to kind of have like, this is cool because it has this little like half rounded piece, so you can kind of set it and spin it. So it's kind of like a fidget component, like almost like a fidget spinner. But I'm going to play you guys a little bit more of a B-roll digging into this. And this is basically what we're going to bring it home with. So if you guys enjoy this, feel free to follow, like M and everybody else to follow. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to be doing another stream in about 2 hours. We'll be doing another duck race. So if you guys want a chance to win a free Amazon gift card or access to our nutrition course absolutely for free, you can set a reminder to see that stream. And then again, I'll have 2 streams tomorrow. I have those scheduled so you can check those out. With that being said, let's get on into it. So this kind of whiskey glass setup I think is really cool, but I'm going to hit you guys with a different perspective. As a fitness coach and a health professional, really don't drink a lot of alcohol. I actually did use this for a mojito this weekend, which is pretty nice. But I like this for 2 things. A, it's got this little like nodule here at the bottom that you can kind of put down and it kind of gets offset. You can kind of fidget with it. That's, to me, like the biggest aspect I like this for, is just the fidgeting component, because I'm a high energy person. I'm constantly moving. So when I'm like having a glass of whatever I'm drinking, being able to fidget with it is pretty cool. I actually thoroughly enjoy that. The other aspect I want to share with you guys is like, because it's a smaller glass and it's nice and sturdy, and I just like the look of it, the aesthetics of it. I actually like to drink. Like I have my smoothie in here right now. I drink water out of this seltzer. So when I really don't drink a lot of alcohol. I actually use this for other hydrating purposes, and I can like share that with you guys. Even if you are like, yeah, I don't drink alcohol, why would I want this stuff? Like, this can be a helpful tool to be able to just get your hydration, especially if you're like me, you like the aesthetics of whatever glass you're drinking out of. Or on the flip side, again, you are drinking alcohol out of it. It's a great option. It can kind of tilt on the side too, which is, again, for me, from the fidgeting component, I like that. I drank a mojito out of it this weekend. And it was a clutch, just like looking, I like the aesthetics of it. Again, I didn't even drink just straight whiskey out of it yet or anything like that. But this can make a great gift. It can make a great, just like something for yourself, and just kind of complete if you have the alcohol kind of station or a bar setup and you want to complete it with some glasses and a set there. This can be a great fit and an option for it. So cheers to that, y'all. There we go. Cheers, everybody. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up on this stream. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the chat. For those that participated in the duck race, appreciate you guys. One more cheers. I'll be back in about 2 hours, so I'll see you guys then. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. And enjoy, everybody. Hope you're having a great evening. Cheers.